I've been trying to make my hair look like something and it's not working. Oh, I just don't like the way it looks on camera. Anyway, hello there. It is Khadidra. I haven't recorded in such a long time. It's actually very weird sitting in front of a camera recording and just talking. But it's been such a long time, and from today it is August 12th and I will be having my baby in 3 weeks. And sorry if my voice sounds weird. It's just because it's not early. It is 9:42, but I've been here by myself this morning and I haven't talked to anyone. So yeah, that's why I sound a little weird. Anyway, like I said, it's been a really long time, and I'll be honest, the reason it's been such a long time is because, well, I just haven't record anything. And also, again, Brandon has every day medical stuff out there. And also started working from home during training. I was working from 10 to 6:30 in the evening, 10 to 6:30 in the evening. And then I have a regular schedule, hence the alarms are pretty much 5 p.m. So yeah, by the time I get off, I still really feel like recording what I have other things to do, a little late. So that's why I haven't recorded in a really long time, and I don't want to make this intro super long. So that's what has been going on, or why I haven't recording. And sorry if I start messing with my hair. It's just because I don't know if I like the way it looks. But anyway, I'm gonna just go with it at this point. So I just figured I'd do like a update as far as school stuff, because, well, I'll talk about that in a little bit. School stuff, baby stuff. I guess those are like the two things really. And then just overall pregnancy, since I'm pretty much towards the end now. And so for school, for those who don't know, I went to London to get my master's degree. I went September last year, September of 19. Wait, September 19, right? Yeah, September 19. And I guess I can go ahead and throw in the top line of how this became. Went September 19, came home back to the States in December 19 because just holiday break. Had a good time. And then went back to London in January of 20. Found out I was pregnant the following week. Then I came back home to the States at the beginning of March because, for one, well, I had already talked to my professors. They knew that I was expecting, so they said I could finish out my last few weeks home. And sorry, my eyes keep watering up. They said I could finish out my last few weeks home. So I came home at the beginning of March of this year, 20, and literally the whole COVID pandemic, it kind of took off literally like a few weeks later. Like a lot of things started to shut down. So I came home pretty much just in time, and literally our classes over there ended at the end of March anyway. And then we had our reports and assessment due towards the end of April. So pretty much for 4 weeks, we would have just been working on our own stuff anyway. So I only missed probably the last few weeks of actual class. But they ended up closing down the school anyway, like the physical location, because of the whole pandemic anyway. So, oh, excuse me. So I didn't miss out on like a lot. And plus, even before that, like I said, I had already talked to my professors and they knew I was going home early. So there was that. And I mean, obviously, I'm still pregnant. So it's August. My assignments, I was able to get an extension, but their extensions were really long. So my assessments that I said that were due at the end of April literally just got pushed back to August. And I just submitted those like maybe 2 weeks ago, I think. Maybe a week or two ago, I don't know. So those were turned in. Now the big thing with, your master's degree, that's due. My dissertation is due in September. It was already going to be due really close to my due date, but yeah, that's another thing to talk about. My due date has moved a little bit, so it was already pushing it really close to it. So now I definitely know I'm probably going to need an extension for my dissertation, because I hate to say it, but I'm a very big procrastinator and I'm working on it. But I just know I'm not going to be able to finish it before baby gets here at this point. Because like I said, baby will be here in 3 weeks at this, like, yeah. It's a lot to say. So yeah, that's pretty much what's going on with school. I just got to finish out my dissertation at this point. And I guess the students that recently graduated didn't have like an actual graduation. They had like a virtual ceremony. So maybe by the time my dissertation is turned in and I'm actually able to walk, maybe the physical graduation will still be on and maybe I'll go. I don't know. I have a baby and I just don't know about all that. So either way, I will have a degree and that's all I really care about. So that's all that's going on with school right now. Yeah, that's the next thing to talk about is as far as an update on pregnancy here. I will insert a little clip right here of how I look currently. Like I said, right now I am, as of today, August 12th, I am 35 weeks, and yes, I did say I'll be delivering in about 3 weeks, so we'll talk about that in a little bit. But yeah, as of right now, not just as of right now, I'm not even gonna say that. Baby is doing good. He's been fine at all the appointments. The last appointment, which wasn't not the last appointment, but the last appointment where they actually checked his weight and everything, he was like a little smaller than I guess babies at that average time, but not too small as in like it's like a deficiency or anything. He's just a smaller baby, which the doctor was like, you know what, it's a lot easier to push out a 6 or 7 pound baby than a 10-pound baby. So I was like, that's very true. So I don't think it's going to be that big, but then again, you know, ultrasounds, they're not completely reliable, so there's no telling, to be honest. But I do hope he's on that small, not small side, but a normal, not normal. I don't even want to say normal. Anyway, you know what I mean. Excuse me. So yeah, and that was a few weeks ago. They haven't given me, they're not going to, I don't think they said they were going to do another update as far as his size right now, because everything's been looking fine. I have started my weekly appointments, 2 weeks ago. So I've had the 2 weeks ago appointment last week, and I already had my appointment for this week. Sorry, my nose is starting to run this morning. But yeah, baby has been doing good. They've been doing the non-stress test since the start of these weekly appointments. He was a little stubborn at the first one, but ever since then he's been fine. Okay, what else? Just trying to think. I've been physically fine. The 3rd trimester has been, it's been okay. I guess physically, I can also just go ahead and talk about all of this in general. Let's see. I don't know, like, not much has changed. I would say the one thing that, I started having heartburn at night when I lay down. So I've been taking Tums at night. Also, for some reason, I get a little bit of acid reflux when I lay on my right side. Never my left side, only my right side. So if I start to get acid reflux at night, then I just flip over to my left side. Flipping over, excuse me, also, flipping over is just a challenge. My joints, like, so you see my belly at this point. Okay. My joint, like the joints that go like right here, they go down there, right? That, it hurts when I try to flip over and like move myself. Like, it hurts so much, and apparently it's just a normal thing with pregnancy. And I guess getting ready for delivery, and again, my hair looks so weird. Anyway, and yeah, I am sitting in the kids' room right now, I don't know if I'm gonna do a video on that, but got a little blanket that I started to knit or crochet, sorry. Anyway, there's that. Like I said, my legs and my joints hurt a little bit. I'll wake up every now and then, and my hands, like me being able to do this right now, sometimes I can't do that right away. Like, I'll have to use one hand to kind of push one hand like together to make a fist. And it's, I don't know, it just feels like my hands are swollen sometimes, but it goes away like pretty fast once I'm up, like literally within 5 minutes, and it's fine. My feet have been swollen like a tiny bit every now and then, but just prop them up and then I'm fine. So it hasn't been that bad, honestly. One thing that I've always said, my boobs, they hurt a lot. They still hurt. And I do plan on breastfeeding, so yeah, it's just something to get used to at this point. Yeah, I don't want this video to be super long, so I'm trying to say as much as I can very quickly, and I'm not trying to rush it either. But just in general, if anybody ever has questions, just feel free to message me. I think my Instagram is on my YouTube page, maybe. If not, I'll make sure I put it up there. Just DM me or something. Oh, the big thing now that I can go ahead and say, because honestly, I've kind of said the majority of what I've had to say, except for one other thing that I would like to talk about in a little bit. I am considered high risk. I have high blood pressure. I didn't just get it like during pregnancy. I had it before. I was taking a medicine. They switched it because I got pregnant, and it's been controlled this whole time. My blood pressure has been normal, which is really good. But because of that, and I'm also going to kind of go into some other things too. The plan is that I will be induced in 3 weeks. It hasn't been scheduled yet, but they said yesterday at my appointment that when you come in next week, if everything is fine, everything is still normal, then we're going to go ahead and schedule you for like your official induction date. So I will have an official date next week, hopefully, but they've said for the past 2 or 3 weeks now that September 2nd. So like I said, my due date was September 16th. So we're pushing for the 38-week mark, which is still full term. So that's fine by me. And I'd rather it be a preventative measure than like, okay, now it's an emergency and now you're trying to do something. So I'm okay with that. It's just that I do know that with being induced, the labor pains are sometimes, they're just a little more painful. So I don't know. And the thing is, they've told me, like I said, 2 weeks ago, like, oh, it's going to be September 2nd. But I was just assuming that, like, maybe the conditions in there are pushing for some time early, even though he shows he's kind of like just a normal to like smaller baby, which is still like not like I said, it's not a deficiency or anything. It's just he's a smaller baby compared to like bigger babies. That's it. So I just thought, maybe the conditions in there are like showing that he's going to be ready early or something like that. But they never said that I would be induced or anything. Not until my appointment yesterday. And I was like, oh, okay, so this is why you're saying September 2nd. Like, September 2nd, I will be induced. So, and I was like, okay, so is that because of me being high risk, having high blood pressure? And she was just like, yeah, yada, yada, all that. So I was like, okay, it would have been nice for you to say that I would be induced 2 weeks ago. Because I didn't know exactly, like, I just feel like, I don't know, at appointments, sometimes they just don't tell you enough. You kind of got to ask about a lot of things. And I would say if this is your first pregnancy, ask as many questions as you want, because sometimes they're not very forthcoming with information. And I feel like that's kind of not where I went wrong, but I feel like I wish I would have asked a lot more questions. So yeah, other than that, that's, I guess, the big news is, which I've already said though, but I will be getting induced sometime around September 2nd, 3 weeks from today. So yeah. Oh, and also my baby shower is this weekend, which is not going to be like an official baby shower. It's going to be like a little drive-through situation because still a pandemic going on. And one last thing I want to go ahead and talk about is my whole pregnancy journey overall, minus the labor and delivery because that hasn't happened yet. Okay, somebody said it yesterday on Facebook. Somebody I'm friends with on Facebook. They said exactly how I've been feeling, and I've been meaning to make this video for a really long time, but I'm so glad to be able to have a baby. I'm so glad that God has blessed me with this blessing in general. But being pregnant is hard, and I do not like the way that I felt while being pregnant, if I'm being honest. And the girl, she was like, I'm recording on my phone actually, so I'm not even using my camera. So I can't even like go to check and read the status. But I will put it somewhere on the screen, what was said exactly. And I was like, this is so, so true. Like, I don't understand people that always say, oh, being pregnant is so nice, it's so wonderful, it's so fun, yada, yada. And I've known for a very long time at this point, like, I don't feel that way. And I'm so, like I said, I'm so thankful and grateful to be carrying this baby, to be having a baby, to be having a child. Like, that is amazing in itself. But being pregnant, yeah, I don't, I feel so bad for saying it because, like I said, I know there are people out there who wish they could get pregnant or they can't, whatever the case may be. But it's hard. Your emotions are everywhere. Your hormones are everywhere. You're up and down. You're left and right. Like, I don't know how many times I've cried. I can say it right now. My boyfriend one time was supposed to get me. I don't know why. I really wanted a sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddle from McDonald's. And he said, like, he was going to go he was going to get it the next day. And he came home. Well, first of all, I had called because I was like, I thought he was going to be on his way back by now. And he was like, yeah, I'm on my way back now. And I was like, but they don't have any. My feelings were so hurt, y'all. My feelings were so hurt that they did not have any sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles, that they had ran out. And I cried a little bit. Like, I shed a couple tears. I don't know why, but this is what I've been dealing with. Sometimes I've cried and I'm just like, some of the times I've cried for good reason, but other times it's just kind of like, whatever the case may be. This video is already 17 minutes, Jesus. Anyway, as much as, like I said, I enjoy this, I don't think, like, I don't know if there'll ever be a point where I'm like, oh yes, pregnancy was great. Because I just haven't felt like myself. I haven't been able to physically do a lot of things. You kind of have to rely on other people sometimes, and it's hard, okay? So yeah, I just want to say, for anybody else that may be feeling like this, trust me, you're not the only one. There's pretty sure a lot of people, and like I said, I've thought about this. I just haven't said it yet or put it in the video, but the fact that the girl had just said this yesterday, and I was like, I'm glad somebody else has said it, and because I've kind of felt bad for feeling the way that I feel. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. It's kind of long, a lot of talking. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I am going to try to maybe do a labor and delivery. I don't know, because I don't know about recording, and I'm only allowed one person in the room at this time, so my boyfriend will be there, and I don't know. We'll just see what kind of footage we get, or maybe we won't get anything. We'll see. Anyway, that is it for this video. Like I said, please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and let me know if you guys have any questions or what your thoughts are. If you're expecting, congratulations. If you've recently delivered, congratulations. I hope you've had a healthy and safe pregnancy, and if you're getting ready to deliver, I hope you have a healthy and safe delivery, and I hope your baby is doing wonderful. And again, I will try to be posting more, and I will see you guys in the next video. Hopefully it won't be months from now when baby is like 6 months old. So I will see you guys in the next one, and I hope you have a great day today and just do great things. And I think I'm just having a good day right now because I'm off today. So yeah, anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one.